morning, Night City. As you may have heard, Arasaka's board of directors has undergone some serious changes. Corporation's new American department's CEO expresses the desire to expand the sphere of influence outside of Corpo Plaza. This threatens the delicate balance of power between them and Militech, who already announced that any sort of interference into the fourth corporational war agreements will meet a decisive retaliation. Is the City of Dreams on the brink of yet another conflict? We may never know, but at least Trauma Team will earn some eddies. My name is Stan, and those were the evening news from Night City. And remember, Pacifica is still Pacifica.
Well. You know, the pickup. Just what I needed on a Friday night. I was gonna have some fun in Japantown, but... Wait a minute. No insurance, eh? Well, pick it out, boys. If we get our shit together, we might hop on some fun. What the... Hey, let go of me. Me? Help you? What? Am I f***ing charity? This is Night City. You got insurance? We can talk. You don't? Then scram. 100 eddies. Yes, you've heard me right. 100 eddies per minute of my attention. Deal or no deal? Discount? Or the bloodlust must have messed up with your brain, if you think... What am I even getting myself into? Hang on tight. That's a lot of blood, but we can manage that. How'd you even get yourself in this mess? What? Am I not allowed to make small talk of a client? I need those 5-star reviews, Joe. Maybe then I can afford something better than this cheap dump in Santo Domingo. This is a rapid transfusion kit. It lost a heck ton of blood. We need to give you some, so you won't faint on us. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I could just charge you extra for that. So, you gonna tell me what happened or not? Joe went south, huh? When the things in Night City don't go south. Try scraping the people off the wall after another cyber psycho attack. Then we can talk about who has it worse. Backstack? What about them? Think those entitled bastards would even move a muscle to help us with the cleanup? Nah, NCB pays us to do that, and even if it is hard at the start, you eventually get used to it. Well, to seeing people as parts of pickups, of course. Alright, putting the IV now. Took that surprisingly well. Tough son of a gun you are. Most likely to faint at the sight of a needle. Quite ironic, isn't it? Those people who let the Ripper Dog put most vicious, toxic cyberware into the body, and yet they faint at the simple sight of med equipment.
What the hell are you doing, Isaac? Guy has no insurance. Should have left him in the gutter.
Relax. Our guy has eddies. Just enough to get us through the procedure.
You know it's against policy. Boss will rip our balls off if he finds out.
Oh, spare me. Because you never did stuff against the corporation's policy. Then again, who am I even asking? F***ing corpo dog. Thinks that by sucking up to the higher-ups he can get a bigger paycheck than us. Naive fool. I'm the one here who asks questions. No need to get involved in my personal life choices. Nice cyber you got here. Must have cost a fortune. Of course. Things don't have a price tag if you steal them, am I right? Well, whoever you screwed must be pretty pissed off right now. Things like these don't usually get into the hands of civilians. My cyber, well, not to brag, but got this monowire recently. Yeah, shit's a shocker, if you catch my drift. Too much, huh? Yeah, I don't get paid for medical jokes. You're right. Shit. Your state is much worse than I thought. Though the bleeding stopped, your internal organs still were quite damaged. Quite a rare sight these days. More flash than chrome, eh? Personal choice, or some of them cyberwares price tags? Alright, I'll shut up now. Jim, small detour. Can you land us in... Where the hell do you live? In Watson? Heard? Yeah, I know the protocol. Just tell the boss that I got a cyber bug or something. Hey, come on, dude. I bailed you out 5 years ago, out of Dogtown. Best way to repay me is to steer the damn AV out of course for like a minute or two. Thanks. About time I cashed in that favor. Don't look at me like that. I'm still charging you for the whole fiasco. What? My necklace? Nah, natural. I ain't really Christian. I can listen to you confessing sins if you feel the need to, though. Yeah, we did replace gods with money, didn't we? Each day, this city and the world itself are going to shit. These tunes will sell the mother, father, grandma, and goddamn hamster for basically scrap of eddies. All that so we can consume more and more chrome. These corporates are feeding us. Yeah. Don't be surprised if next time they'll come up with some toxic implants so they can hoard even more money by selling meds. Sure, you are a rebel. Taking these jobs from fixers, knowing all damn well they're on corporate stylish. Not very revolutionary, is it? Then again, what do I know? I just bail rich scums up at the grasp of death, and I don't even get a thank you. Just a pathetic salary. Sorry, didn't mean to be so negative. It impairs the healing process. But thanks for listening and not pretending to be knocked out or being actually knocked out for that matter. Speaking of which, Jim, ETA on our destination. Alright, heard. We're almost there. I get you home, pass you up, like you asked. Then we regulate the bill and part our ways. Understood? Good. Here we go. Help me out here. Lead the way, Choom. Is it here? Got it. Right. Time to get the tools ready. Fear not, sure. When it comes to saving people, I have like a PhD in that. First, I have to put that in place. See? Wasn't so bad. This part is much worse. Why? Well, I gotta sew up that nasty cat of yours. I know we eradicated most of the microbes by just killing off plants and shit, but that doesn't mean it won't get infected. Yeah, so be a brave patient and clench your teeth. Yeah, that's it. We're almost done here. True. And done. Well, what more did you expect? A kiss on the forehead? I can provide that too, but it's gonna cost you extra. Do you have a fee, especially for kisses? Not that I know of. But that's the idea I have to share with my boss. Right. I guess my work here is done. As for payment, cash, credit sticks, or holo transfer. What? What do you mean you want me to stay? I'm still on the clock, remember? Yeah, I did tell Jim to cover for me, but... this will cost you so much you won't get out of debt for the next 5 generations. But it's your call. So... we're gonna just stare at each other and glaze each other's cyberware, or... my story? Am I really that interesting to you, Joe? Well, yeah, I did bail you out, even if it's against the protocol, but... Come on. You can't possibly think that I'd leave you here to rot, can you? There are still good people out here in Night City, even though it's hard to believe. Yeah, most of them end up gutted out somewhere in the sewers, but I guess some still survive, despite the circumstances. Besides, I don't like this whole good and bad dichotomy. There's no definite good nor definite bad in this city. There's people who try their best to be hunter, not the prey. It's all about the survivor here, isn't it? Before that cyberware will be the ultimate solution for all our troubles. That we could transcend into something bigger than our species could ever be. That we can share the eternal progress. That we won't share the same fate with our previous apex species. Instead, we willingly enslaved ourselves. We sold our bodies, minds, and souls for a piece of chrome that the corpo can turn off any given time if we violate the terms of agreement. Isn't it insane? You get me, right? Yeah, of course you do. You're a merc after all. Though corpos screw us all, mercs have it worst. Being on the leash of the fixer, who's also on the leash of either Arasaka or Militech. Call it leashception, right? Yeah. I'll stop for real this time. What I'm trying to say is, we need more people who challenge the status quo, you feel me? Like the guy behind Data Crash. One man single-handedly destroyed the entirety of the net, and even though he inadvertently created some problems, he still wrote himself in history. You know what? Yes, I do get sentimental. But you were the one who wanted to listen to my story. So now you stay quiet and take your IV painkillers. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah, about that. I've been an EMT since I can remember. I knew better than go against culprits, Will. So, I joined Trauma Team back in Seattle. Their HQ, though, is just magnificent. Like, yeah. Either way, Seattle wasn't much different from here. Except it was a time when Trauma Team did not have all these crazy insurances. They would just pick everyone up. For price, of course. What do you think? It's an USA. Bedrock of untamed capitalism. Anyway, Seattle was much better than whatever this is. But I was stupid enough to take the transfer offer. Could have been chilling upstate now. But here we are. Well, the IV drip is empty, so let me just... Here we go. How are you feeling? Well, glad to hear this. I'm glad that you even listened through all my rambling without passing out. Yeah, I guess it does feel nice to finally let it out. Look, I probably really should get going. Fine, I can stay. If I'm already here. There. We should go and have some rest now. It speeds up the healing process. Yeah, don't worry. I'm right here. Good night, Joe. Today's in the house.